So in the previous class, we have gone through an example of beam, and we analyzed this using uh, flexibility approach. Today we'll take one more example and we'll try to solve an frame. So this is the frame. Uh, the member AB is 4 meter in length, CB is also 4 meter in length, BC, and CD is 2 meter in length. So let us solve this. Analyze the frame using flexibility method. Flexibility matrix. Okay. So here the SI is, we have 6 reactions and 3 available equilibrium of conditions. So SI is 3 for this frame. Okay. So that means we have 3 unknowns present, extra unknowns present in the system. So let us choose the redundants. So let us see, this is Q1 redundant 1, Q2 redundant 2, and Q3 redundant 3. So choose, these are actually the reactions at support D. So let us say this is This is HA, VA and MA. So this is HD, VD and MD. Okay, with the reactions at D. So we have chosen HD, VD and MD as redundants. So that is HD equals to Q1, VD equals to Q2 and MD equals to Q3. Okay, so our released frame would be, so when we choose this as redundant, we remove the support at D, and we remove the support at D and apply this redundants. So this is our released frame, because now this is a determinate one. Okay, there are 3 extra unknowns. We have removed those 3 unknowns and applied redundants corresponding to them. So now for this released structure, we draw the capital M diagram and small m diagram. Okay, so for this structure, you find the bending moment diagram for this given loading. So this will give you capital M diagram. Okay. So now let us draw the bending moment diagram for this given loading. Okay, this is released structure, released frame with applied load. So for this case, the bending moment diagram will be, let's remove the support. The bending moment diagram will be, there is no load on member CD, so 0 here, bending moment will be 0 here, bending moment will be 0 here. Okay, because there is no load, and this end is released, so there is no support reaction also. So 0 bending moment at D and zero bending moment at C. Now as we go to point B, there will be bending moment due to this UDL. So the bending moment at point B due to this UDL will be 30 into 4 into 2. Okay, 30 into 4 total load, and its point of application from point B will be 2 meter. So 30 into 4 into 2. Okay, that will be 240. So here it will be 240. The other way, you find the support reaction at A, okay, because it is a determinate. You can find the support reaction at A, and you can draw the bending moment from left to right also. But it would be easy if you draw it from right to left, because it will be same as a cantilever frame. Now this is UDL. Okay, the bending moment at C is 0 and bending moment at B is 240. Okay, similarly the shear force at C point will be 0 and shear force at B will be 30 into 4. Shear force at B will be 30 into 4. That means the shear force is decreasing from B to C. Okay, so that means the slope of bending moment diagram at B will be maximum and it will be minimum at uh, C. Okay, so for maximum slope, so this curve will be like this. Now because of this 50 kilonewton load, so it will be 50 into 4. So this 240 will be carry forwarded here at, so this is also 240. Okay, and it will be present throughout, because support A is fixed support. Now in addition to this, there will be a moment due to this 50 kilonewton load. So at A, the moment will be 50 into 4, that is 200, and its variation will be linear because it is a point load. So the total moment here will be 240 plus 50 into 4, that is 200. So this will be total 440. Okay, and all these will be negative. Okay, so this is your capital M diagram. Now move the applied load. Okay, and apply unit value of the redundant. Now for this unit value of redundant, we draw the bending moment diagram. So now when you apply 1 kilonewton here, the bending moment here will be 0 and moment at C will be 1 into 2. Okay, so this will be 2 kilonewton meter. Now this will also be 2 kilonewton meter. Now at any point on member BC, the moment due to this Q1 equals to 1 kilonewton will be 2 only. So it will be constant for this. And for member C, you can find the support reaction here. The support reaction, if this is in this reaction, there will be a support reaction 1 kilonewton. This is HD for this load configuration. So the bending moment diagram would be plus this is full, this is full. This is A point, B, C, and D. So this we call as small m1 diagram. Okay, and this is release structure with unit value of Q1, that is Q1 equals to 1 kilonewton. Okay, same way this is D point, C point, B and A. Now similarly we draw the bending moment diagram for other two redundants. Now we take Q2 as 1 kilonewton. So this is the released structure release frame with unit value of Q2, that is Q2 equals to 1 kilonewton. Okay, now we draw the bending moment diagram for this. Now bending moment we find the reaction. We first find the reaction here. When so the reaction here will be dA will be in downward direction of 1 kilonewton. Okay, and because of this, the moment will be 1 into 4. That will be in anti-clockwise direction. So the reaction at A will be clockwise 1 into 4, that is 4 kilonewton meter. Okay, so these are the support reaction. Same way, you should find the support reaction in this case also. Here, the moment will be, see, 1 into 2, 1 into 2. It will be in clockwise direction. So reaction will be in anti-clockwise direction. 2 kilonewton meter. Okay, this is 1 into 2, because this is 2 meter and this total is 4 meter. So this will be 1 into 2, 2 kilonewton meter, and in clockwise direction. So reaction will be in anti-clockwise direction, 2 kilonewton meter. So so when this 1 kilonewton load is transferred here, it will cause minus 2. This it will be 1 into 2 in minus, so it will be 0 here, and then it will form a this shape of bending moment, right? Okay, same way you can find the reactions for this case also. Your reaction for this will be 440 kilometer meter, and this will be 50 kilometer, and this will be 30 into 4, that is 120 kilometer. So the bending moment here will be 0. Bending moment here will be 0, because this load acts along the line of action of this member. So 0, 0. Now 1 into 4 will be the bending moment at B. 1 into 4, so it will be 4. And same will be for this member, 1 into 4, and it will be constant. And 0 here. 4 CB plus plus. So this we call as small M2 diagram. Okay. Now the third one. We take Q3 equals to 1 kilonewton meter moment. And we draw the bending moment diagram for that. Because of this 1 kilonewton meter moment, there will be a hogging moment in member CD. So 1, this will be minus, same it will be carry forward to this member also. This is 1, it will be throughout same. See, this is acting in clockwise direction. Reaction here will be in anti-clockwise direction. 1 kilonewton meter. So it will be 0 here. This is 1, 1, 1 here, 1 here. D, C, D, K. This is small M3 diagram. Okay. And this is release frame with unit value of Q3, that is Q3 equals to 1 kilonewton meter. Okay, so whenever you have any problem and you have to analyze this using flexibility matrix approach, then you first release the structure by assuming the redundance same as the SI of the structure. Here in this case we have SI is equals to 3, so we have in this system we have 3 extra unknowns, so we have to choose 3 unknowns. So we have chosen HD, VD and MD as redundants. See, the choice of redundant is up to you. You can choose VA, MA and HA as redundant also, but it's up to you which the flexibility approach gives you the flexibility to choose the redundant. So it is up to you to choose the redundant. Here in this case we have chosen HD, VD and MD as redundant Q1, Q2 and Q3. Now once the redundant are selected, you release the structure by removing the support reactions corresponding to the redundant. So this is our released structure and with applied load. So whatever the load given to you, you apply that load and release the structure. Means we have removed the support here. So and draw the bending moment diagram for the given applied load. So this is the bending moment diagram corresponding to applied load. Okay. Then we remove the applied load and apply unit value of Q1. Okay. Here note that we have remove applied load. Okay. So whenever you draw a small m diagram, note that there should not be any applied load. Only you have to draw the bending moment diagram corresponding to the values of the redundant. Okay. So this is also here also you remove applied load. Remove applied load. Okay. Now this is a cantilevered frame with a horizontal load acting at point D. So you can find the support reaction HA will be 1, but from right to left, and the moment will be in anti-clockwise direction 2 kilonewton meter. So you can draw the bending moment diagram for this loading. So this is we call it as small m1 diagram. Okay, this is small m1 diagram. Then we apply unit value of Q2. Okay, we find the support reactions because of this and draw bending moment diagram, which we call a m2 small m2 diagram. Then we apply the unit value of the third redundant, that is Q3 equals to 1 kN meter, and we draw the bending moment diagram, which we call as M3 diagram. Okay, so first step is to find the SI and choose the redundant. Next step, we draw the bending moment diagram in the released structure corresponding to given load as well as corresponding to the unit loads. Next, we formulate the flexibility matrix and DQL matrix. So let us first formulate DQ matrix. DQL. This matrix, DQL matrix, will be of size SI by 1. There will be 3 rows because the SI of this system is 3. Okay, here SI is 3. That is N is equals to 3. So N is equals to 3. That means this will be a 3 by 1 matrix. Okay, because this is N cross 1 matrix. It is N cross 1 matrix. So it will be a 3 cross 1 matrix. Okay, so there will be 3 components: DQL1, DQL2, and DQL3. Okay, now let us find the values of DQL1, DQL2, and DQL3. So where DQL1 is equal to capital M times small m1 by EI. Okay, that means we have to take the area under capital M diagram, and we have to take ordinate multiplied with ordinate of CG of capital M diagram. CG, we have to take the ordinate of small m1 diagram corresponding to CG of capital M diagram. Okay, that means you have to take the area of this diagram. Okay, that means you have to take this area of this curve, and the area of the CG of this curve will be somewhere here. This is the CG of this point. Okay, you have to find the corresponding ordinate in M1 diagram. Okay, so let us say this is the corresponding ordinate here. Okay, at this point, what is the ordinate in this bending moment diagram? It is 2. Okay, so you multiply it with 2. Same way, you find the area of this curve. Here you can take separate areas for this rectangular portion and triangular portion, or you can find the area directly of a trapezoidal and CG distance of that of this entire area. You can find the ordinate in this diagram. But for simplicity, we split it into 2 parts: one rectangle and one triangle. So for this rectangle, the rectangle part, the CG will be here at the center. Okay, for rectangle part. Okay, and corresponding to this, the bending moment in this diagram at the center is 0. Okay, so you multiply this area into 0. Okay, then the third part is this triangle. So you take this area of triangle, that is 1/2 base into height, and the CG of this triangle will be at h by 3, that is 4 by 3 distance from the bottom, from A, 4 by 3 from A. Okay, so you find corresponding ordinate here. So this distance will be 4 by 3. So at 4 by 3, what is the ordinate? You find out. Okay, and multiply the area of this triangle with this ordinate. Okay, so sum all these products will give you dq L1. Okay, so let us find this. So first area of this curve, this is a square parabola. Okay, it is a square parabola. So area of this square parabola will be 1 by 3 base into height. You should remember the area under various curves. So here it is a square parabola. So area will be 1 by 3 base into height. So 1 by 3 base is 4 meter. This is 4 meter. Okay, this is 4 meter, and height is 240. Okay, so 1 by 3 into 4 into 240. 1 by 3, 4 into 240. So that is this capital M value. Okay, multiply it with small ordinate of M1 diagram corresponding to CG of M1 diagram. Now M diagram. So CG of capital M diagram is somewhere here. Okay, so it is at a distance of 3 by 8 from here and 5 by 8 from here. Wait a minute. But in and corresponding to that, the ordinate is 2. Just check. So multiply it with 2 divided by EI. So this is from the first shape. Then from the second shape, which is rectangular, area will be 240 into 4, because this is 4 and this is 240. So 240 into 4, and the corresponding ordinate will be 0. Okay, so 240 into 4 into 0. 240 into 4 multiplied by 0 divided by EI. Then the third, this is triangle, so 1 by 2 base into height, so that will be, now this was 240, total is 440, so this will be 200. This will be 200 and this will be 240. Okay, so it will be 1 by 2 base, that is 200, height 4. One by 2 base 200, height 4 meter. Okay, this multiplied by the corresponding ordinate in M1 diagram. So CG of this will be at a distance of h by 3, that is 4 by 3 from A, 4 by 3. So you find the ordinate at a distance of 4 by 3. So at in 2 meter, see 0 at 0, and at 2 meter it is 2. So this total is 2 meter. So this will be 2 minus 4 by 3. That will be 2 by 3. Okay. So in 2 meter it is 2. So at 2 by 3, what will be the ordinate? You find it out. How much is this ordinate? How much is this? See, in 2 meter it is 2. So in 2 by 3 it will be 2 by 3. So this is 2 by 3. Now one more thing. This area is negative area. So you should multiply here minus 240. Okay, minus 240, and this is minus 200. Okay, and this ordinate is plus 2, so it will be plus 2 only, but this ordinate, that is 2 by 3, this is minus 2 by 3. The ordinate here will be minus 2 by 3. Okay, so you multiply here with minus 2 by 3. Okay, so this total will be, how much is this? It will be minus 640 by EI for the first part, 0 for the second part, and for the third part it will be 266.67 by EI. Okay, this minus minus, it will become plus, so this will be equal to minus 373.33 by EI. So that is your DQ L1. Okay, clear? First, for capital M you take the area, and for small m1 you take the ordinate. Now similarly, DQ L2 will be capital M times small m2 divided by EI. So now this time you have the area from earlier calculation, 1 by 3, base is 4 meter, height is minus 240, multiply by, now you take the ordinate here, you take ordinate in this diagram. This distance, the CG distance of this will be this distance will be 3 by 4, 3b by 4, 3b by 4. Let me just draw it separately. This is CG. This is a curve. Let us say y is equals to x is equals to ky square y is equals to kx squared from, so k x raised to the power n from. In general, let us say this is x raised to the power. So power is and area, this CG distance will be n plus 1 by n plus 2 times b. Okay, so in our case this is second order parabola, so this distance will be 3 by 4 times b, that means 3b by 4, that you can obtain from the geometry of parabola, and this will be 1b by 4. This will be b by 4. So in this case this will be 4 by 4, that means 1 meter, and this will be 3 into 4 by 4, that is 3 meter. Okay, so you find the ordinate, this is at 1 meter distance from b, and you find the ordinate at 1 meter from b. So what is the ordinate here? See, in 4 meter it is 4, so in 3 meter it will be 3. Okay, the ordinate will be 3 here. So you multiply this with 3 by EL. Okay, again you check the sign. This is in positive, this is positive bending moment diagram, so this will be plus 3, and this area is negative, so it will be minus 240. This will be minus 240, and this will be plus 3. Now the second part, plus minus 240 into 4 multiplied by the ordinate, corresponding ordinate in M2 diagram. So in M2 diagram, the ordinate corresponding to this is 4. Okay, see, this is rectangle 240 by 4, its CG will be at 4 by 2. So in M2 diagram, the corresponding ordinate at 2 meter will be 4, because this is constant 4 throughout. Okay, so multiplied with 4. Now again you check the sign. This is plus 4 and this is minus 240. So this will be minus 240 into 4 multiplied by plus 4. Divided by EI, plus the third part, triangle part, that is 1 by 2, base is minus 200, height is 4, multiplied by the corresponding ordinate in M2 diagram. Now the CG of this triangle part is at 4 by 3 distance from A, and corresponding ordinate in this diagram at 4 by 3 distance, it is 4 only. Okay, this is at 4 by 3 distance, ordinate is 4 only. Okay, so multiplied with plus 4, divided by EI. Okay, now you take the sum of all the three, so it will be minus 960 by EI plus minus minus 3840 by EI. Now here in this example, the EI of the member, all the member is constant. So we are taking it as EI only. Okay, EI is constant. Suppose any of the member has different EI, then you have to take the corresponding EI value in these segments. Okay, suppose member AB is having 2 EI, then you have to take here 2 EI. BC is having 1.5 EI, then you have to take here 1.5 EI. If it is same EI, then you take it as EI for this one. So that you have to take care of it. And the sign, if it is bending moment diagram is negative, take the negative value of bending moment, and if the ordinate value is negative, then take negative value. So sign is important, and the values of EI, because any mistake here will change your answer. Then for this it will be minus 1600 by EI. So total will be minus 6400 by EI. Okay. Then we find DQL3, which is capital M times small m3 by EI. Okay. Now we have to take the ordinate corresponding to M3 diagram, small M3 diagram. Area will be the same. Area of capital M diagram will be same. So it will be 1 by 3, 4 into minus 240, and the corresponding ordinate in M3 diagram. So at 3 meter from C, the ordinate in M3 diagram, small M3 diagram, that is here, it is 1 only at 3 meter. Okay, so you multiply it with minus 1. Okay, it is minus 1. This is negative diagram, so take minus 1. So multiply it with minus 1 divided by EI plus second diagram. It will be a rectangular in shape, so minus 240 into 4 multiplied by the corresponding ordinate in M3 diagram. So for rectangle, the CG was at the center. So at center, the ordinate is again 1 minus 1. It is, so multiply it with minus 1 divided by EI plus the third shape, which is a triangle. So 1 by 2, base is 4 meter, height is minus 200. So minus 200 into 4 multiply by the corresponding ordinate, that is at 4 by 3 distance. At 4 by 3 distance in M3 diagram, the ordinate is again minus 1 only. Okay, this is minus. So at 4 by 3 distance, the ordinate is 1 only. So multiply with minus 1. Divided by EI. So this will give you, this will be 320 by EI plus this will be 960 by EI plus 400 by EI. So total will be 1680 by EI. Okay, so your DQL matrix will be, therefore DQL matrix will be, let us take EI, 1 by EI as common, so 1 by EI common, and it will be minus 373.33 minus 6400 and 1680. So minus 373.33 first component, minus 6400 second, and 1680. So this is your DQL matrix. Okay. Now we formulate the flexibility matrix. So your F matrix, now F matrix, it will be of size n cross n. So here n value is 3, that is SI is 3. So it will be a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, it will be a 3 by 3 matrix, and the component of this matrix will be F11, F12, F13, F21, F22, F23, F31, F32, and F33. Okay, and note that it is a symmetric matrix, so you find the upper half will be the same as the lower half, lower triangular half triangular. Okay, so you find F11, F12, F13, F22, F23, and F33, and the values will be symmetric. Okay, because it is a symmetric triangle. So let us find F11, where F11 will be equal to M1 by EI. That means we have to take the area of small m1 diagram, okay, and multiply by small m1. So you take the ordinate of m1 small m1 diagram corresponding to CG of small m1 diagram, this m1 diagram, small m1 diagram. Okay, so in this case it will be, you take the area of small m1 diagram. So area of this small m1 diagram will be this part, area of this part. Okay, it will be 1 by 2 into 2 into 2. 1 by 2, base is 2 meter, height is also 2 meter. So 1 by 2, 2 into 2. Then its CG distance will be at 2 into 2 by 3, that means 4 by 3 from D point. Okay, and corresponding to that, the ordinate in M1 diagram, you have to find the ordinate in M1 diagram, means in the same diagram. So at 2 by 3, the ordinate will be 4 by 3. Okay, then you take this area, which is rectangle, and find its ordinate in the same diagram, because it is M1 times M1. So first M1 you take the area, and for the second M1 you take the ordinate in that diagram. So here the CG will be at the center, and corresponding ordinate in the same diagram is 2. So multiply 2 into 4 into 2. Okay. And here you have to take this triangle, that is 1 by 2, base is 2 meter, height is 2 meter, and its ordinate at h by 3, means at 2 by 3. Here you find it the ordinate in the same diagram. Same way you take this area under this, and multiply it with the ordinate of the CG of the same diagram. Okay, so let us find this. So first part is the triangle. So 1 by 2, base is 2 meter, height is also 2 meter, and the sign is plus. Okay, So, and the CG of this will be here somewhere. So at a distance of 2 by 3 from here and 4 by 3 from this point. Okay, so the corresponding coordinate in the same diagram will be 4 by 3. Okay. So it will be 1 by 2, 2 into 2, this is plus 2, okay, multiply with 4 by 3 divided by EI. Now for the second shape, it is a rectangle, area would be 2 into 4 and ordinate is also 2, because in the same diagram the CG will be here, okay, and corresponding coordinate will be 2, and everything is positive in this case. So this will be 2 into 4 area multiplied by 2 divided by EI. Now for the third shape, you have to take two areas, one the negative part and another is the positive part. So area of this will be 1 by 2, 2 into 2, and the corresponding coordinate in this diagram, the coordinate here will be, this is 4 by 3, so coordinate here will be 4 by 3. Similarly, the coordinate from here, CG of this will be here, so coordinate corresponding here will be 4 by 3. Okay, so this is coordinate here, this is the coordinate here. Okay, but this will be positive and this will be negative. So ultimately, if you sum these two, it will be 0 only, because this area is positive. No, it will be twice, because this is positive, coordinate is positive, area is negative, and coordinate is also negative. So it will be twice of that triangle. So it will be 1 by 2, base is minus 2 into 2, the first part, multiply by coordinate is minus 4 by 3 divided by EI plus 1 by 2 into plus 2. Actually this is plus, so take this as plus. First part is positive, second part is negative, minus 2 into 2 into minus 4 by 3 divided by EI. Okay, so this total will be equal to 8 by EI plus 16 by EI, and this part is again 8 by EI plus 8 by EI. Okay, so total will be 72. 8 by 3 EI, this will be 8 by 3 EI, 8 by 3 EI, because this is 4 by 3, 4 by 3. So total will be 72 by 3 EI. Okay. Now we find the second component of flexibility matrix, that is F12. Now this will be same as F21. F12 and F21 will be the same. Okay. So F12 will be equal to M1 times M2 by EI. Okay, and this will be same as M2 M1 by EI. same as F21, which will be equal to M2 M1 by EI. Here the first M1 means you have to take the area of small m1 diagram. M2 means you have to take ordinate of M2 diagram, okay, corresponding to CG of M1 diagram, okay, CG of M1 diagram. So you have to take the ordinate of M2 diagram corresponding to CG of M1 diagram. Same way, if you find F21, it will be same as F12 only. But in this case, you have to take area of M2 diagram multiplied with the ordinate of M1 diagram corresponding to CG of M2 diagram. So you can find either F12 or F21. Both values will be same, and it's up to you. So let us find F12. So area of M1 diagram will be same because we have already calculated M1. So it will be 1 by 2, 2 into 2, 1 by 2 into 2 into 2. But you have to take the ordinate in M2 diagram now. This time you have to take the ordinate in M2 diagram. So for this diagram, the CG is at a distance of 4 by 3 from D. Okay, CG is at a distance of 4 by 3 distance from D. So corresponding ordinate in M2 diagram, it is 0. So multiplied with 0. So multiply this with 0 divided by EI. Now, second part, area of this rectangle, it will be 2 into 4, and the CG ordinate in M2 diagram corresponding to this. See, at this point, at 2 meter from C, it will be 2. Okay, this will be 2 because in 4 meter it is 4, so in 2 meter it will be 2. Okay, means we have found the ordinate corresponding to CG of this BC portion. So it will be 2 into 4 into 2. 2 into 4 into, let us check the sign, it is plus only, so it will be plus 2. Okay. Multiply by plus 2 divided by EI plus, now the third area, that is this area of this triangle, and the ordinate is plus 4. Now this time it will be cancelled because this area is positive, this area is negative, and the ordinate in both the values will be same, so it will be cancelled out. It will be 1 by 2 into 2 into 2, 1 by 2, 2 into 2, multiply by the ordinate is 4 divided by EI plus 1 by 2 minus 2 into 2 into plus 4 divided by EI. So this will be cancelled out. Okay, so the second component of flexibility matrix will be equal to 0 for the first part. For the second part, it will be 8 by EI, and for the third part again 0. So total will be, this will be 16 by EI. 16 by EI plus 0. So total will be 16 by EI. Now we find F13. That means Fm1 M3 by EI. Now this will be same as F31, which will be equal to M3 times M1 by EI. The notations here means area of M1 diagram and ordinate of M3 diagram corresponding to M1 CG of M1 diagram. CG of M1 diagram. Same way here, M3 is area of M3 diagram and ordinate M1 is ordinate of M1 diagram corresponding to CG of M3 diagram. So this time it will be 1 by 2 into 2 into 2 into, we find the ordinate, plus 2 by 4 into by EI plus 1 by 2 into 2 into 2 into ordinate by EI plus 1 by 2 into minus 2 into 2 by EI. Okay, now let us find the ordinates in M3 diagram. See, you can verify at your end. If you find the area of M3 diagram and take the corresponding ordinate in M1 diagram, final answer will be the same as this value. Because flexibility matrix is a symmetric matrix, these two values should be same. And if they are different, that means you are making some mistakes. So for the first part, the CG at 4 by 3 distance from D distance in M3 diagram is minus 1. So at 4 by 3 distance, it will be minus 1. Okay. So multiply here with minus 1. Then corresponding to this, the CG is at center, and here it is also minus 1. In M3 diagram, this is also minus 1. So multiplied with minus 1. Okay. Then corresponding to this point and this CG, it is same as minus 1 because this is constant. So minus 1 minus 1. Multiply here minus 1 minus 1. So finally you will get as F13 is equals to minus 2 by EI minus 8 by EI and minus 2 by EI plus 2 by EI. So this will be equal to, this will be cancelled out. So this will be minus 10 by EI. Okay. So we have found this F11, we have found F12, we have found F13. Now we have to find this and this, because rest will be the same. This F12 is equals to F21, F13 is equals to F31, F23 will be equal to F32. So we have to find only these three. Okay. So let us find now F22. F22 means M2 by EI, means area of M2 diagram and ordinate in M2 diagram. So let us find the area. Area of this triangle and area of this rectangle. Now for M2, we have to take the ordinate corresponding to this. So here this will be at distance 4 by 3 and 8 by 3 from here. So ordinate here will be 8 by 3. At the CG, let us say this is the CG. So CG is at a distance of 8 by 3 from C point. So the ordinate corresponding to that CG will also be 8 by 3, and here CG ordinate will be 4. Okay, so it will be 1 by 2 into 4 into 4 into 8 by 3. 1 by 2, 4 into 4 into 8 by 3 for the first part. One by 2, 4 into 4, everything is positive, multiply by 8 by 3 by EI plus the second part. Second part will be 4 into 4 into 4, 4 into 4 into 4, 4 into 4 into 4 by EI. Okay, so this will be equal to 4 by 3 EI so it will be 64 by 3 EI plus 64 by EI. So total will be 256 by 3 EI. Okay. Now we find F23. Okay. F23. F23 will be equal to M2 M3 by EI, and it will be same as F32, which will be equal to M3 M2 by EI. So here first segment will be 1 by 2 into 4 into 4 multiply with the ordinate in M3 diagram plus 4 into 4 into dash by EI. Okay, so let us find the ordinate in corresponding ordinate in M3 diagram. So at 8 by 3 distance, ordinate is -1. At 2 meter distance, the ordinate is -1. So -1, -1. -1, -1. So finally this value will be -8 by EI minus 16 by EI. Total will be -24 by EI, and it will be same as F32. Okay, same way this will be same as F31. This will be same as F21. Okay, now last thing, F33, which will be equal to M3 by EI. So this time we take the area of this rectangle and its CG multiplied with its own CG. Note that this is minus, this is minus, and this is minus. So it will be 1 into 2 minus 1 into 2 into -1 by EI plus -1 into 4 into -1 by EI plus -1 into 4 into -1 by EI. So F33 will be equal to 2 by EI plus 4 by EI plus 4 by EI. Total will be 10 by EI. Okay. So with this, you have all the components of flexibility matrix. So your flexibility matrix F will be equal to, we take 1 by EI as common, so 1 by EI. F11 is 72 by EI, so we write 72 by 3. Second component is 16, third component is 10 by EI, then again 16, 256 by 3, minus 24 minus 10 minus 24 and 10. Okay, so now you have the flexibility matrix. You can take the inverse of this and find the uh, the redundant value. Note that DQ matrix, another is DQ matrix, which is the displacement corresponding to actual structure. In this case, we don't have any displacement corresponding to redundant. Suppose that if it has been given in the data that this support D sinks by 10 mm, then the corresponding displacement should be accounted in DQ matrix. Okay, suppose this D rotates by some amount, then that has to be taken into account corresponding to Q3. Okay, now suppose support A settles by 10 mm, so then that is not the displacement to be considered in DQ matrix, because in DQ matrix we take the displacements corresponding to chosen redundant only. That means corresponding to Q1, Q2 and Q3, is there any displacement in the given structure, then those values should be considered in this. Okay, and suppose settlement or rotation at A, that should be considered as applied load in this. Means when support A rotates or support A sinks, so additional moment should be considered in capital M diagram. Okay, but if you have any example in which the redundant support A settles, then it is better to choose the redundant redundant at A only, because it will avoid the calculations of secondary moments in M1 diagram. Okay, simply you have to take the values in DQ matrix. Okay, those secondary effects should be taken in this. So here it will be 0, and your Q is given by F inverse DQ minus DQL. DQ minus DQL. Okay, so here this is 0, so it will be equal to minus of F inverse times DQL. So if you find this, you will get Q1, Q2 and Q3, which are the components of Q matrix, as minus 53.33, 70 and minus 53.33. Okay, and note that this is the horizontal reaction, so unit will be in kilonewton. This is vertical reaction, kilonewton. This is moment, it will be kilonewton meter. Okay, this is nothing but your, this is redundant is nothing but your HA, VA, HD. Let us write here. This is HA, HD. This is VD, and this is MD. Okay. And once you know the redundant, you can find the secondary unknowns. So this is our primary unknown. Primary unknown. You can find the secondary unknowns like reactions, as discussed in earlier example. The formula will be same. Or member and actions you can find using these values of the redundant. Okay, so I leave it for you to complete this. Okay, so this example is over. Then you can draw the shear force and bending moment diagram. That is also a task for you. shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. Okay. So we stop here, and in the next class we'll take an example of a truss and solve it using flexibility approach. Okay. So if you have any doubt, we can discuss now.